Hello, welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. In this episode here, this session here, we got a lot of new climbs. I think I did one attempt on that black project that I have, but for the most part, we got a bunch of new climbs here, and two big projects right at the end. So we're gonna see a lot of repeat climbs here. Starting off though, nice and simple, yellow climb, getting done and over with. Boom. Then immediately here, go into this red climb. This red climb also very much a V0. It's super big holds, and I'm tall enough to where I can just reach the top right here. So very easy. This green one though is a nice solid step up in difficulty. Nice little pinch onto this like rail here, and then one pull up to the hold, right hand up, and then right hand onto the top. Get that left foot up there and match the top. This purple one is again a little step up from the green climb here, but I also think I made a mistake here. I kind of just skipped over those two holds there. I don't know if that was right necessarily or what, but I was then able to pull myself up to the top hold, get that foot there, match onto that. Solid. Kind of sticking with below, like purple and below right now, we have this red climb here. Pulling myself up, get the foot over there, hands up, and then one hand on top, two hands on top. And now there's an orange climb here. I will point this out. I tried to like feel it out just a little bit. I couldn't even start the climb. So I need to figure out how to start the climb first, and then I can actually try to do it. I tried to start it partway, like I did a cheated start, and it was very difficult. But I just kind of skipped over that one for the most part. This purple one I actually really enjoyed. I thought this was a super cool purple here. Got that foot up, one hand up. These were like pretty crimpy, and then you just have to trust your feet won't slip on this big volume here, which I trusted. That nice last hold there, grab it and then go. Now we're in the cave, in the roof section, which is definitely not my favorite area, but you gotta, if you want to become a well-rounded climber, you gotta kind of do a little bit of everything. Reach way out there, swing over, then match, and bump my hand out, grab onto that, and then just get my foot in there and match onto that. Super solid. Here we have a purple one in the cave, which right now purple is about as strong as I can go, unfortunately. Um, I've worked on a couple orange climbs, but I haven't ever really gotten too far. And I do try this orange one in the cave here, but you'll see it's not the best climb for myself right now. Though this purple one also felt very satisfying. It felt like a good difficulty. I wish there was something like, I don't know, like 10% harder. I think that would have been really cool. But hey, I'm really happy that I have, I had a climb that difficult. That it was a nice difficulty for myself. I like this green one too. I definitely think I missed something at the end here because I just kind of pulled myself up, and then I think maybe what you're supposed to do is use that as like a mantle point right there, but I was just able to reach my hand up and grab it. Now this is the orange part I was talking about. Bump my hand out there, and I really couldn't, like I couldn't really hold on to it, so not the greatest, but oh well. There's this black climb that I saw a lot of people doing. There's a lot of people trying it, so I only gave it this one try here. But it was definitely an interesting climb. I would like to come back and try it again. It was just there was too many people and it was like a little stressful for myself. But yeah, interesting. And then here on this one, I actually got distracted from this climb because I turned around when I fell off from it right here, and then I saw a whole bunch of new climbs on this wall. So I wasn't even paying attention, and I just kind of got distracted and started going off doing anything else other than that climb. We got this purple one here, which is pretty solid. I enjoy the crimps here. And then we have these nice kind of more, I guess, micro jugs or mini jugs here. Stand up, and then kind of just push myself up with my palm. Grab the top, super solid. This green one, actually super interesting green one here. Initially I thought, okay, I must be missing something that's like a foothold, but I just used this foothold to pull myself up, and I thought that was, it felt relatively unique, and I was like, okay, that's, you know, it's pretty cool for a green. I like that. Nice. Get the feet up there, and done. And then this red one, honestly, not as difficult as that green one, kind of why I'm giving it this similar grade here. But we got this here, get the right hand up, match onto that, and then kind of, there's just so many feet, so many holds. Honestly, maybe even give it a V0, but I'll be generous and give it a V1, I don't know. Now we have this blue climb here. Now, unfortunately, a lot of this blue climb is me kind of just looking at this volume here. So you're going to see a lot of zoomed in, and this is one of the projects that I was talking about. I did about, I think I did actually not about, I did 10 attempts on this climb here. I just count an attempt as like a clip because it's a little bit easier to count, like, do I count that as an attempt or not, you know? So for all intents and purposes, for my record keeping, I count it as a, this is like an attempt here, this entire clip, even if I try it multiple times during the session here. Initially, I didn't think I was gonna like that crimp right there, and I was thinking, okay, I have to figure out how to make this move with, I think I rotate my head here, but there's, you can kind of see it in the top top left hand corner right there, that big jug, that big like hold right there. I'm thinking, how do I get my foot up there? And I'm like trying to like press my foot up there, not really sure. So I'm trying to think, okay, I started using this crimp a lot more here, and I saw someone do this where they got like a hand right there, and I was like, maybe I can do that. I'm not convinced by that right now, but still, we have this here. There's quite a few times actually, this is something to bring up, I think, that I would just like my feet would slip off because I wasn't placing them intentionally, and I think that's something for other people who might be, you know, trying to climb better, is to also think about placing your feet intentionally. I don't know, it's just something that I thought about, you know, kind of when I was watching this back, because I realized I was kind of like dying a lot because of, not dying a lot, sorry. I was like falling a lot because of because I wasn't being intentional with the foot placement. But regardless, a lot of these attempts here are pretty standard. See there, not placing my feet intentionally, falling off the climb. Again here, I was able to start to get pretty consistent with this here. Like now at this point in the session, I'm starting to feel very consistent. I'm just like trying to get that foot up really high. I might have to go for a double match on that crimp, because I saw someone do that and they were able to get their foot up really, really high. So I'm not exactly sure what I need to do here, but this is what I'm trying here. I'm like, okay, maybe I do a double match. That felt really bad. I think I need to, if I'm going to do a double match, I need to get like a better, like right hand on it, so then I can match it with the left, and maybe that would be good. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure here. So this is the last attempt at this climb, but I definitely think this is a climb I can do. It comes down to my flexibility in my left leg there, and also seeing if I can grab onto that crimp. Next, we have another kind of longer stretch of clips that is just me trying this orange climb here. So like this mentally is like, I struggle a lot with dynos. Normally if I can static something, I definitely prefer to static it over doing a dyno. But I was climbing with someone else, and you know, we were chatting about how like dinos, we hate dinos and everything. And they actually brought something up that I thought was a very good point for myself mentally, is I don't like jumping kind of laterally or down to dino, but I much prefer if I'm like ending up a little bit higher than I started, which I think most dinos are like that. But this dino especially here, I was trying to get my feet up really high initially on that like middle volume there that you see me place my feet on right here. But then I realized that if I kind of jump up further, you see it there, I kind of caught it a little bit better. And then this attempt here, I actually fully kick back, jump up, and I'm able to just grab it entirely. But then unfortunately, my foot slips off of that volume and I fall. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't like miss this. So I do that, I'm able to hit it. And then here I'm like, again, be super intentional with where you place your feet, Tony. Then I was able to reach around up here, stand up, push myself up, and made it to the top. And then last climb, this purple one. Now, this purple one was definitely, like, this was on the harder side for purple, but I don't think it was like that crazy. I think I just messed it up and I did it wrong, because here I am up here and I like, all I end up doing is I do like this weird like piano match, and then I step onto this volume and do a little foot swap up here, get my hand way up there, and then I just press myself up, and we're done. Tail of the tape, you know, a couple attempts on black, a lot of attempts on that blue climb, a lot of rambling on that blue climb. I do apologize. And then an orange, but we get, you know, we get a nice like positive ending for that orange one. So overall, I think a really great session. I do want to continue to work on that blue one and the black one that I not the new black one, but the one in the mini prow. That one is also something I want to work on, but again, it's just going to take time. So we'll see what happens with those. The blue one though, I think I will keep trying that, because that would be sick to get another blue one so soon after getting 2 blue ones in like basically back to back. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know how you like my more rambly videos, and then yeah, keep on climbing.